Hey everyone, I'm really glad you joined me today. Well, Sweet William and I are on a little day date, and when we go on our day dates, we either go hiking or we go antique shopping. Can't do any hiking today because Sweet William has a minor injury with his leg, nothing serious. But anyway, we are antique shopping. So I'm looking for, and the reason why I'm doing this video and sharing it with you is because anytime I'm antique shopping, I'm always looking for whatever I can use as a vase for a bouquet. So I have a friend that's wants a bouquet for her mom for her birthday. So I'm looking for a vase. So Sweet William has already gone in, and so anyway, here we go. I'm looking here, and I may be stopping and starting the video just so that I can concentrate on what I'm looking for. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna stop the video for a second and I'm gonna reach back there and see the price on that. Okay, so the price on that is $20, but it's not 20% off because it says firm on the tag. So that I'm thinking about, but I would not use that for my friend's bouquet. I would just use that for making an arrangement. And it's pretty, that's a good price. I've been looking for an amber bowl, and the ones that I've seen are more expensive than that, so we might get that. Look at that sign, junk bought, antique sold. Very cute. Okay, anyone need an orange wig? There you go. Look at this vintage egg basket, $65. Yeah, it's nice though. Don't you just love old baskets? Okay, look at this. It's not showing up really well. It's kind of a goldish, kind of copperish, $5. And I don't think it would leak. It's got like rivets or whatever inside to hold the handle on, and that's coming home with me. $5. Yeah, I like that. This is kind of stuff that my eyes always go toward for vases, and of course anything with the blue pattern. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, yeah, that's not old or anything, but $16.99. Look at this cool flat vase. It's flat. Isn't that cool? $9. And I like that vase. Not for my friends. Not this time of year. I would use that for more of spring flowers and stuff because of the colors, personally. Oh, look at that candlestick. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this booth here. It's a nice little vase. I like it. I like it all. That's really pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's really pretty. All right, you guys that are in my generation, you know what all of this. I have these bowls here from 45 years ago. Yes, when given to me as wedding presents. So you would recognize all these dishes. They're very retro now. They're Sweet William. Looking all handsome. I really like these types of pictures too. This brown ware. It's called something, I forget. Anyway, I like those for like dried flower arrangements, but still more than I want to pay $14.50, $16 for a giveaway. I found some in here with the brownstone, what is it called? Anyway, I forget, for like $5 before. Ooh, look at this one, brass pitcher, $15.95. Oh, look at the brass candlesticks. Always looking for brass candlesticks. I'm looking for short brass candlesticks, like just a couple inches, and it's really hard to find those. Those are pretty though. Nice collection of cast iron frying pans, very nice, like that. So this booth has a nice collection of old canning jars. which make great for bouquets and stuff. Look at this silver pitcher, guys. $6.99. Yep. Oh, that's a nice one. I don't see any holes or anything in it. We're gonna get that one. Love it. So obviously it's a couple days later. I'll show you what we got at the antique flea market. This is a silver, I guess it's silver plated pitcher. It's got initials inscribed in it. Anytime I see anything like that, I'm like, oh, that was somebody's family who owned this. Of course it was somebody's family. And then this pitcher you saw, it's very lightweight. It says it's aluminum, and it's, you know, painted or whatever. But this is what we're going to use today for the arrangement, for the birthday arrangement. And then I did get one of the blue ball canning jars, and I remembered the name of this. This is Hullware, and I saw you saw the ones in the video, and then I saw this one. I think it was $5, and these make really good vases for dried flowers, so, and fresh flowers, but I'm going to use it for dried flowers. I see might be a few cracks on the inside, but I'm not positive about that, but it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, it says Hull Oven Proof USA, so Hullware. And then I did get the amber compote. I was pretty excited to get this. It was $20, as we said in the video, so I'm going to be doing an arrangement in this not too long from now. And of course, Sweet William, he got a couple fun things. He got a drain pipe auger with storage tote. That's important. And he also got a pair of leather work gloves. So really interesting stuff that he found. Anyway, I'm going to set all these things inside the greenhouse so that I don't break anything, and then we'll go ahead and make the arrangement out to make sure it wouldn't leak around the little rivets inside. So it's good to go. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's vintage. I have the water ready. This is lukewarm water ready to make the arrangement, and I added some Chrysal Flower Boost food. I add that to all of my, actually I add that to all of my harvest buckets, along with a little bit of Quick Dip. I just give a shot of Quick Dip, and if it's zinnia, if it's sunflowers, if it's what else, the giant marigolds, I always add a little bit of Milton sterilizing fluid. It's like a bleach type fluid that kills any bacteria from those dirty, they're called dirty flowers. So I buy this from thegardenersworkshop.com in big, large quantities. You get like 50 little packets of these or something like that. Now what I'm going to do, since this is kind of a wide opening, I'm going to do probably just a crisscross of the Oasis clear floral tape. I also get this from thegardenersworkshop.com. I use it all the time, and it's great for the wider vessels. So I'm just going to do a crisscross, and it sticks really well. Stays really well. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but that's what it looks like. It's just crisscrossed there. So a lot of times when I'm making a bouquet, I will hold it in my hand and turn it, add the flowers, turn it. But because we have the floral tape, we can't really do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just start placing flowers, placing some foliage, and then in the vessel we'll do it that way. I have a couple different types of foliage that I'm not sure which one I'm going to use today, and I need to like hustle up because I got to get this arrangement out to meet the gal. But anyway, this is the big leaf hydrangea. I have one of my big leaf hydrangeas that doesn't bloom very well, so I use the foliage for foliage in arrangements. And then this is just Cosmo foliage, and it's got a couple little flowers on it, but it's mostly foliage. I really like to use Cosmo for foliage, so I'm trying to decide. I have the bigger flowers. I have sunflowers. I have a lot of zinnia. Trying to decide whether I want the bigger foliage or the more frilly foliage. So of course you want to take all of anything below the water off. You don't want any kind of foliage below the water. And when you're starting to make a bouquet or an arrangement, at least for me, it always starts out and I say, oh, this is going to be awful. This is ugly. This is going to be awful. But you just keep going. And then, especially if you're doing a floral design, like an arrangement in a vessel, you keep going because I promise it will turn out. You don't think it will and you want to give up, but keep going. Now all of this has been hydrating overnight. Actually, I kept it in my greenhouse overnight, and it was very cool in the night, in the 50s here, 50 something Fahrenheit. Okay, so I got these lovely Pro-Cut sunflowers. I want to say this is Pro-Cut orange. Didn't have it marked. Here's a little tip that I have to do for my sunflowers, my Pro-Cuts. And Pro-Cuts are a one and done sunflower. For the most part, I mean, sometimes if you leave the little sucker sunflowers on, they'll branch out. But, you know, you don't want that when you're using these for Pro-Cuts. But my Pro-Cuts get a lot of ants here. And I haven't heard a lot of other people talk about that, having that problem. But mine do. So I have to dunk them in a mixture of Castile soap and water to kill the ants. This is giant marigold here. It's not really a strong marigold smell. When you have the giant ones, it's not super strong. And especially if you take off most of the foliage, that's where your scent comes from, if you don't like the marigold scent. This is Benary's Giant Wine, one of my favorite Benary's Giants to grow. This is Benary's Giant Gold. It's a nice color. Go on, little bee. Another giant marigold, and I can't remember the name of this one, but I love the buttery yellow of it. I'm pretty glad we went with the Cosmo foliage, because I think the hydrangea foliage would have been too much. This is White Swan marigold. All these things I grew from seed in my cut flower garden. Okay, I think that's all the big flowers we'll put in. Now I think we'll start doing some of the fluff and some of the fun. I only have a few of the plume celosias that are still usable, so we'll use a couple of those. I don't want to put anything in here that's going to throw off seed for her. If it's too old, it'll start throwing off seed, and that's no fun. These are the wheat celosias here. They definitely throw off seed if they're too old. I see a couple of them here that are just too old, and I can see the seeds already. And if you've never made a bouquet before, or if you haven't done them too much, you know you want to cut your bottoms at an angle so they can soak up the water, so they're not sitting flat on the bottom of the vessel. They're sitting at an angle, so that angle part can take up the water for the stem. So I think I want to throw a little different color in there and get some of this tall ageratum. I'm going to make another little arrangement for the daughter. She's giving this to her mother, her mom, who's also a really good friend of mine, but make another little arrangement with the other flowers for the daughter, but I'll probably just show you a picture of that because I'm running out of time. I really like this ageratum for drying. I dry a lot of it. And it's not like your bedding plant ageratum, the shorter, you know, it's tall. So you got nice long stems. I was going to see if I could get some of this status in here. This is the, I think it's rose. I'm not sure. As my gardening buddy says, when making a bouquet, we were making bouquets, she rocked and rolled. Like 15 bouquets. I cut the flowers. I had them all ready. I made the big main bouquet for a memorial. She made 15. And I mean, she was like boom, 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 boom. And she said, when the bouquet gets too full, it's when, you know, we can't fit any more in, it's too full. You're done. I said, that should be your motto. So if you're watching, gardening buddy, I'm going by your motto. Okay, so I think we got this all done. I'm happy with how this turned out. I'm going to get the other bouquet made up for the daughter. And I hope you enjoyed this video going along with us doing a little antique flea market shopping. We had a wonderful day and just took the day off, so we don't do that. We don't get a whole lot of days off, but we did take a day off to do that and have a fun time. So until next time, friends, happy gardening. Bye-bye.